My God, the universe, the higher powers, they all lean on me to express a level of vulnerabilities. Even a lot of Masons that have ingrained themselves within our communities in power positions. Eastern stars, business people, they all want me to connect with my community on a higher level and express vulnerabilities. And many members of my community are dissatisfied because they believe that I'm so tough, so impenetrable, so standoffish in their eyes. Now, I want to address this video, and I believe I'm going to call it vulnerabilities, because I plan to express and ask for the help of how to deal with probably my most glaring vulnerability. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon, and I am born and bred from Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio, the birthplace to persevere. The birthplace of perseverance. See, for a long time, probably close to a century, we have been preordained, written into birthing a certain type of human being, in the black community especially. We are built to last. We've been the butt of people's jokes for a long time. Mistake by the lake. They ain't worth nothing. Ain't nothing going on there. There was a lot of pressure put on us for a reason. Because when you put pressure on certain parts of the earth, certain valuable jewels are made. And it's not just diamonds. I forget the name of certain elements and jewels that are made deeper, miles deeper from the pressure of the earth. It's several, 2 or 3. And when you put that much pressure on a town and human beings, you get these rich, deep, valuable human beings. And you have one right in front of you. My name is Leon Meredith, and I'm built to last. Sometimes I feel like Donald Trump, because I do, and I'm supposed to be supposedly doing a lot more to integrate and change the conditions and culture of my community in many different fields, from business to politics to, just a culture in general, a foundation that must be built for us to stand on. Because I believe that the foundation that we have right now in the black communities, I would like not to substantiate it more. I understand that getting money is one of our chief things, but has it created such a degree of heartlessness? Has it created such a degree of greed that it turns us fiendish, heartless? We could say what happened to the love. But a lot of the times that I'm walking the journey that I have to do, which I am a chosen one, and I'm high up on the chosen ladder, and I know a lot of chosen ones are amazed. Now, I met a couple at the levels and the consistency of things that I must endure. They can only imagine, and they see it for a couple minutes, a couple hours, like, wow, because it's so much going on. And I must interact on a certain level And it's just so difficult for me because I'm so real. I have always grown up not intermingling with people that didn't care for me. It is very difficult for me to play and joke with someone that clearly doesn't care for me or has an agenda, or like if I know you're not with me, then it's like my spirit say, hey, they're against me. You know the saying. Well, it always been like that. You know how we might send our children to go play at the playground. They may be 2, 3, 5 years old, and you see in the way in which they try to play with children. Hey, let's ride the merry-go-round. Oh, that's fun. It's all right. Hey, could you push this time? And it's kind of easy. See, when you get a little older, as the grown people we are, I'm 48 years old, and it's like we are the same. We are grown children, but just with judgment, feelings, and emotions and agendas. It's not pure anymore. And I see this. I've been seeing this since I was a teenager. Maybe around 15, 16, I realized it, that people just wanted to be friends with people for something that they can get. Cause I was oblivious to it in my early teenage years. But I began to be aware in my 16, 17 years old and up. I was like, and I didn't exactly understand my nature, that I just wanted to serve people. I wanted to protect weaker people. And I did give weaker people knowledge, ride with the weaker guy, have him as a friend, and be a support, because we say that they was weaker, but they, in my eyes, they were stronger because they were loving men. They were fathers. They were day-to-day fathers. They wasn't halfway fathers. They was men that spent, day-to-day, every day with their children, trying to give their children the most loving part of them on a day-to-day basis. These were, my types of friends. I can name some names. I don't even want to cry, because quite actually, I was crying about an hour ago, and just thinking it now, I just felt it kind of wear up. I haven't cried for like 6 months. I'm gonna try not to cry right now. I feel it. Sometimes I feel like Donald Trump in doing the things necessary to make my community members and groups have fun, because and I'm no disrespect, but we like big children. They may say, I don't like him, and it's just, they look at me and feel that I am not like them, because the behaviors and the tendencies and the characteristics that we have grown and made fair, the way we joke around, the way we try to have hidden agendas, and the way we conversate and make jokes, it's like it's not acceptable to me. And I started to see it when I was 13, 14. I used to be with groups of guys, and they may see this. Some of the guys, I could say their names, but I used to be in this place in Cleveland, Ohio called Longwood and Case Court, and I used to be friends with guys, and we would play video games and stuff, and be around and be rapping, beating on the table, and it was certain guys that just felt bad around me, because maybe it was the light in me, the perspective in me that wanted to grow intellectually, spiritually, and it's just like now. They don't, like, people don't want that. They just want to have a good time. And it's like, I'm not built to have that type of fun from the inside out. When we, had at dinner parties, or, and I know that this is the creed. This is the way that we have grown accustomed to enjoying ourselves. The different conversations we have of the upper levels of government and business and the sophisticated bourgeois crowd. I could intellectualize past their level. Like my IQ level intelligence is like through the damn roof. I could, hold a class, but it's like they want a playful, all right, you get on the swing, your turn, I push you. And it's like, cool, but it's other components of falsism just in there. Especially when, that's why I be feeling like Donald Trump. And I make a comparison and many will understand. It's like people, Donald Trump will go to these meetings and he do business and he do government types of things where the people around him already impregnated. They already told from the higher ups what to say and not to say to him. They already told like what's coming down the line next in the life of Donald Trump. When Donald Trump is getting medium to large pieces of money, they already know, and they trying to get in position to capitalize. They're guided of not only what to say and what not to say. It's like they try to set traps for him during his everyday activities, for him to grow, for him to learn a lesson, for him to be embarrassed, for him to be shamed. And it's like, now this is the part I don't know if he's actually like befriending these groups of people, in the midst of this. But this part is difficult for me when I know that, like you're here for that. Like you're really not with me. And they say if you're with me, then you with me. And if you're not with me, then you really against me. Like how do I defeat this? Because on the outside, to some people, they want to paint the picture like I'm dysfunctional. Like I don't know how to be friends, but we got all this other stuff going on that, oh, okay, we're going to ignore all this other stuff. And you're dysfunctional because you can't ignore all that other stuff. Well, yeah, that's another component that has partaken upon our society. And the best way I could describe it is being fake. I never and never will. It's so hard for me to be fake. It's so hard for me to be like, hey man, how are you doing, man? It's so bad, and I know that I dislike you. And I know that I gotta, just be a fake way with you because someone else told me to act this way, and I gotta stay on this script when I deal with you. Like, that is not me. I just can't be unreal like that. And I'm not calling all of you or the majority of you unreal, fake, puppets. I'm not calling you that. What I'm saying is that I'm unable to produce that fakeism the way that damn near all of us is. I'm not. I'm real. I always been real. I cannot be fake like that. I just can't. I cannot. When you want to expect me to look past this falseness, it's like I'm unable to do it. I am not built for the fake. Like I'm just not. I don't know how else to say it. And that's my vulnerability. We have a lot of words in which we twist our whole reality. And we call deceptiveness persuasion. Oh, can you be creative with your words and be this and that? And we mask the deceptiveness, the deceit with these other words and terms that may sound positive. But to my soul, we got it. Let's come to the rescue. Who gonna help me? How you could say all these little simple terms on how to deal with this, but the only way I can deal with this is to be somewhat impersonal. Like, how am I gonna be personal with you when you just being all the way false with me? See, you can't put yourself in my shoes, but I could put myself in your shoes. I understand the degree of heartlessness that it takes to act like you don't know. I'm not that skilled in being fake. I'm just not. I'm not. If I seen Jesus Christ going, dragging some blood, he got blood, he got cuts all over him, he got the little cross, the big cross, and he's carrying that thing. He carrying the cross, and he's like, ugh. It's not in me to be like, to stand back and ignore it. I ain't built like that. Like, look at that dude, man. And for me, looking at that situation, Christ and the person, I don't want to talk to that person and feel that way. Like, I don't even want to, and if I have to talk to you, I just want to do the mission. Like, you're not my friend. You ain't even somebody I want to be in the midst of to feel like, I hope some of what I got rubs off on you, but I don't want to be cool with you. And if somebody else see Jesus Christ going and he dragging like, and he may reach out like, hey man, how are you, Christ, man? How you doing? I don't want to talk to that person either. Like, I don't want to talk to you, like, at all. And I would love to, rub off some empathy on you, like to have you understand that you are showing a level of insensitivity and heartlessness that you need to stay away from Christ, and me too. Like, you need to stay back there because you're not a loving person. Stay back there and keep looking and you'll learn how to love. Or it's another person that may run up and say, hey man, here you go, man. Hey, drink this, Christ. Man, what else you need, man? Let me take it off your hand. Let me help you with a little bit of something right quick. All right, I gotta go, man. But I love you. Stay strong. Like, that's 3 levels of people, and I want to love this person forever. That if I see a person to do that, that's the type of person that I want, like, to be in the midst of. That openly, like, hey man, Christ, I see your struggle. Drink this. Stay strong, man. Let me help you a little bit. I gotta go, but I'll be back. I understand, brother. Like, that's love. But for me, I feel like I got to entertain and laugh and joke with these other 2 levels of humans. I guess that's what we call them. But I call them Vulcans. If anybody are aware of the Star Trek, the interworkings of the building of the different Star Treks, and on some of them they went and they would tell you in the series about how Vulcans approach life. Is any of us getting turned into Vulcans? Is that what, several processes is in human beings? To create a certain army or towns or breed of Vulcans that's heartless for the job? Is that what a lot of people was that enslaved black people all those years? A lot of Vulcans. Oh no, I'm not giving you this loan. It isn't because you're black. You're just not qualified. It's no, you can't get this house. Oh no, I'm not pulling you over because you're black and you just don't have your seatbelt on. Also, Vulcans are sectors being bred out of our communities as Vulcans. Are we being indoctrinated with a level of heartlessness that makes us into Vulcans? And we, loving people like myself, must work with them, because we gotta come together. And everybody got their titles, but how do I get on the merry-go-round with a Vulcan? How do I, hey, yeah, man, we gonna have fun. Woo! Man, yeah, I have fun doing that too. You sort of silly. That's very, very difficult for me. Somebody DM me. DM me. Break the rules. Help me understand and vibrate at a higher level with people that are Vulcans, that don't care, that would just, man, look at Christ over there care. I don't care nothing about that nigga. Hey man, how you doing today? See blood going down his head. How do I befriend and have fun with those types of people? Because it's very difficult for me. This is my vulnerability, and it is definitely true. Peace.